We start with devastating news in West Bloomfield Township. 3 children are dead after a house fire. Our Alicia Bergio joins us now live with a look at the scene. Alicia, you say you were able to speak with neighbors. I imagine they're absolutely devastated right now.
Yeah, Lauren, a devastating tragedy is right. 3 children killed in this fire that happened just after 8 o'clock last night. First responders telling us that these kids were unable to escape. Now I'm going to step off to the side, and it's a little bit difficult to see because of the fog, but police are still on scene right over there, and the house right off Pembury Lane is taped off. You can see some visible damage in the front of the home as well as in the back. Here's what we know at this point. First responders say the home was on fire when they got here Sunday night, and they had to force their way inside. 3 people were found trapped, a 12 and 15-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl. They were taken to the hospital and died from their injuries. Like you mentioned, I did talk with a few neighbors who did try to help. They say they heard a loud explosion last night, and within 10 minutes, the house was up in flames. They tell me the smoke was so thick in the air, it was actually hard to breathe or see. One neighbor says he tried knocking on the front door and there was no answer, and he thought no one was inside. Shortly after emergency crews arrived on site, that's when he says he saw them removing the bodies of those 3 kids out of the home. One or more of those kids, neighbors tell me, may have been special needs.
It was just a lot of smoke in the street. You couldn't see 3 houses down. It's very difficult, and I think my initial concern was guilt, because I didn't think anybody was in the house. There were packages on the porch, and the lights were out. I was like, okay, there's nobody here.
Now, parents of these kids were not home at the time. Neighbors said that they arrived shortly after the fire started, and as you can imagine, they were extremely distraught. Investigators are still trying to figure out what exactly caused this fire to happen. We'll, of course, keep you updated as soon as we learn more. But for now, reporting live in West Bloomfield Township, Alicia Bergio, CBS News Detroit. Back to you.
Absolutely heartbreaking. Thank you, Alicia.